what happens in an exponential moving average? Instead of exponential, the word is a little bit heavy, that is nothing but a weighted average. Okay, now what happens is that, in simple words, for SMA, am I giving equal importance to 90, 100 and 95? Or am I treating any observation specially? Equal weightage, that is why I just added up 3 and divided by 3. Equal importance to all. If I'm talking about a weighted average, I say that latest data is very important for me. Latest data is very important for me. Uske pehla is less important for me. Uska pehla is a little bit lesser important for me. So I can assign weights for that. I assign weights. So how would it be done? Let's say 100, 90, 95 again. Which is the latest data? Tell me. 100. So I say, let us say I give this as a weight of 3. For 90, I will give it as a weight of 2. For 95, I will give it as a weight of 1. Madam, why 3 to 1? Why not 4, 3, 2? Your choice, give it. So is there any logic behind this 3 to 1? Whatever weights you want to assign, you can assign. Okay, can it be 200, 150? Yes, your choice. If you want to do high level of mathematics, go ahead. Give 99, 98 and something like that. Okay, my math is not that strong, so I've taken 3 to 1, easy for multiplication. Now what I do as a next step? 100 into 3, 300. 90 into 2, 180. 95 into 1, 95. Okay. Now I add up all these observations and then I divide it by 6 is what is done. Because it is 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay. For those who did not understand this, in simple words, for the previous one, the simple moving average, can I say instead of 3 to 1, I have given 1, 1, 1. Okay, instead of 3 to 1 for the simple moving average, because I'm treating everyone equally, na? So what weights do I give them? 1, 1, 1. So similarly 100, like we did 100 into 300 is 300. Here what will be the answers? Array, come on. 100 plus 90 plus 95 divided by 3, and that's what we had done. Everyone agrees? So that is the difference between what and what? Simple moving average and a exponential or a weighted moving average. Here you might say, ma'am, only 3 days data. So for bigger calculations, it could be like 15 days data, 30 days data, whatever the analyst chooses. Is this understood? Yes. So what happens in a simple moving average? Last time, quick revision. Do I give equal importance to every number? Yes. That is why weights given are 1 only, as good as. So that is why we said 1, 1, 1. Even if we multiply, divided by what? 3. What happens in an exponential or a weighted moving average? I'm giving differential importances to different numbers. Where do I give more importance? Latest data. This is pure mathematics. What is weighted concept? Okay, so here I give more weight to what? Latest data, lesser weight to uska previous data, lesser weight to the more previous one. Multiply and divide by what? 6. Why? 3 plus 2 plus 1. Quick one. Had I said 5, 4 and 3. So divided by 5 plus 4 plus 3, which is 12. Has everyone understood the importance? Yes. In stock market, whenever we talk about indicators, very few indicators, whenever I'm talking about averages, no one, number one, will talk about any static average. Everyone talks about moving average. Okay? And second one, very few people will go ahead with SMA. Majority of them will go with EMA, exponential moving average. Okay? But for simplicity, many people while teaching say SMA is also okay. Okay, okay to kuch bhi okay, anything is okay. But then we'll have to explain this concept before I go on to anything else. So that's what I thought in the very beginning only. Let me clear off some basics. What is difference between these two? Is this okay? So if I say EMA and SMA, now you'll understand. What is EMA? EMA, exponential moving average, wherein I give weights to different observations. And if I say SMA, it's a simple moving average. Is this okay? Yes? Okay, so let's get back to a little bit of theory and then we'll talk about what strategy can be used. Yeah, we were talking about indicators. And what's the important point? Let us understand. What are indicators? So we are talking about indicators. We are going to talk about moving averages and MACD today. So what's a moving average? A mathematical tool that can be applied on a securities price, giving a result that can be used to anticipate trends, volatility, and price. Till now, for those who felt, "Oh, man, this is going to be boring maybe," but this is going to help you to anticipate what will happen in the future. You'll try to anticipate trends. What trend? Either upward or downward or sideways. We'll be able to anticipate the trend. We'll be able to anticipate the volatility. You understand the word volatile? Volatile. So for example, Sehwag, Virendra Sehwag's batting used to be very volatile. First inning 300, second inning 0. Volatility is very high. Intraday trader stock, Sehwag. Dravid, long term. Okay, and every single inning he would just wait there on the pitch for a long time. Bowlers used to get bored. Right? So what will that be? Will that be a less volatile stock? Yes, but solid. Sideways trend gives a solid base, moves up. Correct? So that is nothing but volatility. Volatility. How much volatile is it? And last one is how much price I will be able to anticipate. Okay, everyone is interested in that, na? What will be my target price? What will be my stop loss price? We can try to anticipate that with the help of various indicators, with the help of these various mathematical tools. Is this okay? Yes. What is the next one? One of the most commonly used indicator is a moving average indicator, and we use it in many different indicators. So if you were to just write down a single line for indicator, I'll just dictate the first line. It's a mathematical tool which can be used to anticipate trends, volatility and price of various securities. Trend, volatility and price of various securities. So that's a one-liner explanation of what is an indicator. Okay. In this, the first indicator that we are going to talk about is a moving average. Write down point number 1, moving average. So what's a moving average? If you remember the same point that we have already discussed, because now that I've already taught, can I just go on reading quickly? Yes, what is a moving average? It's calculated by taking an average of what? Most recent closing price of n time period. What is that n time period? N can be anything. Can n be 3? Can n be 5? Yes. In our example, that graphical thing which I showed, n was 10. N means number of days basically. Okay? N is number of days. Exponential moving average. Did we also talk about this? EMA. In EMA, exponential moving average, it applies weighting factors, not weighted. So weighting factors which decrease exponentially. Means what? Did I say 100, 500 and 10,000? No. It has to be in a decreasing fashion. Why in a decreasing fashion? Because we said that the latest data gets more weightage. And then the weightage goes on decreasing. Had we discussed the same points just 1 minute ago? Okay. Just you wanted to write down? Okay. I need not dictate, no? It's easily visible. And even those who are watching online, I still believe that you should write it down. Because just seeing it on the screen versus writing it down in your own notebook with your own handwriting will make a lot of difference. Done? Any doubt till here? No? Okay, so the same example will come up now. This one. No need for you to write it down. Latest 10 days data is what we took here. For the next 10 days average, what did we do? We skipped the first observation and then we took a new observation. Right? Now what you are most interested in? Let's understand. Okay, so before we move on to the chart, let's understand. I generally take, or many of the technical analysts will take 3 types of moving averages. Can you think anything about it? 5 days average is one average which is generally taken. 13 days average is taken, and 26 days average is taken. I'm going to dictate everything. So first try to pay attention, try to build up the logic. 5 days average, 13 days average, and 26 days average. So it's not exact, but corresponds to 5 days average, corresponds to roughly 1 week average. 13 days average, roughly a fortnight, which is 2 weeks. And 26 days average, almost a month average. So a day, a fortnight, and a month. Okay?